HP. HP, which stands for health or hit points, is a stat that determines how much damage a Pokemon can receive before fainting. Think of an HP stat as if it's a health bar in a video game. Every time your Pokemon is hit with an attack, it gradually drains its HP, and once the health bar reaches to 0, it's game over. Your Pokemon has fainted and is unable to battle. That is why having higher HP is crucial to maximizing a Pokemon's survival rate. Unlike the other stats in this video, the HP stat cannot be changed via nature or in in-game battles. Your only options are by EV and IV training your Pokemon. Did you know that Blissey has the highest HP out of every Pokemon, sitting at an insane 255 HP, which makes Blissey one of the best walls in the OU tier? Attack. A Pokemon's attack stat determines how much damage a Pokemon deals when using a physical move. Think of it as if you're going to the gym or practicing boxing. The more you train, the stronger you get physically. Physical moves are linked to your Pokemon's attack. Moves like Flare Blitz, Close Combat, and Ice Punch are all physical moves that use the attack stat of a Pokemon. However, moves like Thunderbolt are special moves which don't use the physical attack of a Pokemon. Most physical moves make contact. However, there are moves like Earthquake and Explosion which don't make any contact, making them safe from Pokemon with abilities like Static or Pokemon that are holding a rocky helmet. You can increase your Pokemon's attack via EV and IV training, attack affecting natures, or in-battle moves like Swords Dance. The Pokemon with the highest attack stat in the game is Mega Mewtwo X, with a whopping 190 attack stat, making it a fantastic wall breaker. Next up is Defense. The defense stat of a Pokemon determines how much damage a Pokemon receives when hit by a physical move. Think of it as a shield. The more durable it is, the better it can resist physical damage, whether it's a simple tackle or a powerful earthquake. A high defense stat means your Pokemon can endure a lot more damage before going down, and this is really important especially for stall Pokemon like Gliscor and Ferrothor. One move that defensive Pokemon can take advantage of is the move Body Press. This move uses the user's defense stat instead of its attack stat to calculate damage. Just imagine the power Shuckle would have if it got access to this move. Speaking of Shuckle, did you know that Shuckle has the highest defense stat of every Pokemon, which is also tied with Mega Steelix? Special Attack. The special attack stat is different from the attack stat. Instead of determining how much damage a Pokemon deals when using a physical move, it is instead the special move. Think of the special attack as some sort of magic or elemental power. Instead of using your fists, you use magic. The higher a Pokemon's special attack stat is, the more damage it can deal when using special moves. The greatest thing about special moves is that they do not make contact, except for some exceptions. There are loads of great special moves such as Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam. As of recording this video, the Pokemon with the highest special attack stat is Mega Zygarde, which the title used to be formerly held by Mega Mewtwo Y. Special Defense. You may have noticed a pattern with each of the stats so far, and that is that each stat deals or determines with durability or damage. Unlike Defense, which deals with physical moves, Special Defense determines how much damage a Pokemon receives when hit by a special move. Do you remember how I said that moves like Flamethrower are special moves? Well, this is where the Special Defense stat comes into play. Think of it as a shield, but more magical, I guess. The higher the special defense is, the less damage a Pokemon receives when hit by a special move. The special defense stat is just as important as the defense stat. If your Pokemon has a high special attack, you better be sure that your Pokemon's special defense is up to the challenge. Some Pokemon are able to utilize their high special defense to their advantage. Take Blissey as an example. It's a Pokemon with massive HP, but abysmal defense. However, it has an excellent special defense stat, and this makes Blissey one of the tankiest special walls, being capable of enduring the strongest of special attacks. As of the current 1025 Pokemon, Shuckle once again takes the crown for having the highest special defense, meaning you can have it play both as a physical or special wall. Speed. Now this stat is one of the most important stats in the game. The name is pretty self-explanatory. The speed stat determines the order of a Pokemon that can act in battle. Whichever Pokemon has a higher speed stat will go first. So if a Greninja and a Snorlax are facing off against each other, Greninja will be the one to move first. However, if there are two Pokemon with the exact speed stat number, then one of the two Pokemon will randomly go first. Speed is very important, as whichever Pokemon moves first could determine the entire match. Let's say you're going up against a Blaziken with Speed Boost. You want to knock it out as fast as possible before it sets up and sweeps your team. This is why speed is very important for Glass Cannon Pokemon such as Weavile and Cinderace. With all being said, it sounds like all that matters in Pokemon is how fast your Pokemon are. Well, you'd be wrong. Some slow Pokemon are able to take advantage of being slow, thanks to the move Trick Room. If a Pokemon uses the move Trick Room, the roles are completely reversed. Whichever Pokemon is the slowest moves first, and vice versa. Some Pokemon like Melmetal are insane under Trick Room. There are also priority moves. Some moves have higher priority, meaning that they will always go first no matter the speed stat. For example, moves like Aqua Jet and Bullet Punch have a +1 priority, but moves like Extreme Speed and Follow Me have a 2+ priority. Some moves have a negative priority, meaning that they will usually go last no matter how fast the Pokemon is. Moves like Focus Punch have a -3 priority, whilst Teleport has a -6 priority. The fastest Pokemon as of recording this video is Regieleki, standing at 200 speed, making it even faster than Deoxys Speed Form. Now we are going to discuss in-battle stats. These stats don't show up in the Pokemon chart as they only take effect in battle, and you can't EV or IV train these or use a nature on them. Starting off with Evasion. Have you ever used a move only for the opponent to dodge the attack? Well, that's Evasion. The evasion of a Pokemon determines its probability of avoiding other Pokemon's move. In simple terms, the higher the evasion is, the more likely a Pokemon is to avoid a move. However, on the flip side, the lower a Pokemon's evasion is, the less likely a Pokemon avoids a move. The initial value at the start of any battle is 100%. If a Pokemon uses the moves such as Smokescreen or Defog that reduces evasiveness below 100%, then the Pokemon has a higher chance of successfully landing a move. However, if the evasion is increased over 100% with a move like Double Team or Minimize, then the Pokemon has a lower chance of landing a successful move. Evasion is known as one of the most hated and controversial strategies in competitive Pokemon. This is due to it removing the strategic side of battling, turning it into a luck-based game. It's so bad to the point that Smogon banned Evasion from their format, due to it being so frustrating and uncompetitive. Unfortunately, in the official VGC format, Evasion is allowed, which means that Minimize Alolan Muck will continue bringing nightmares to the VGC players. Accuracy. Accuracy is the opposite of Evasion. Whilst Evasion is the probability of a Pokemon avoiding attacks, accuracy is about the probability of landing a successful move. Think of accuracy as a game of basketball. The more accurate you are at aiming, the more likely you are to get the ball in the hoop. The same goes for moves. Just like evasiveness can make your Pokemon harder to hit, the same applies to accuracy. There are moves that increase your Pokemon's accuracy like Coil and Hone Claws, or reduce moves like Smokescreen. Every move has an accuracy value, and not all moves have the same accuracy. For example, the move Thunderbolt is a 90 base power, 100% accurate, with a 10% chance of paralyzing the target. There are also more powerful moves, but at the cost of lower accuracy, like Thunder. It's a 110 base power, 70% accurate move, with a 30% chance of paralyzing the target. This is where players have to make the tough decision of staying safe with the weaker moves or gamble with full power. Ultimately, it's up to the player to adjust their competitive team to their liking. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like these, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button as it really helps me out. Every bit of your support means a lot to me. Also, make sure to hype this video and leave a comment down below. Also, to be honest, I kinda want this video to be 8 minutes because I want to make more money. So yeah, with that out of the way, I'll see you guys next time.